So what kind of questions do you have for graphs? Diagrams, I mean?
Yeah, so I only have questions for the sequence diagram because last time that I remember from brother Barney, he said that we should include all the class names and pretty much all the code that we'll need for the app. So if we have like, I don't know, loops and all that, how that we should include all that in the diagram. So I'll show you mine, but it's not complete because I'm still confused.
And this is a sequence diagram, right?
Yeah. This is the one that he helped me before, but I didn't finish it. It's for the same app. Even though I only had 2 use cases, and my state diagram is really simple too. So it's just one for each use case. So this is for the launch app, and this is the actual use case that is running the whole thing. Because it's really simple, all the users are just selects or tapping on the screen. So he's not doing anything else besides that. But to do all that, I was told that I needed to have like a view and maybe a listener to like getting all the user input when this user selects or taps on the screen, and how that's going to know how the user did that in which kind of like rhythm, or I'm not sure how to do that yet, but also how I wanted my images to generate and how they were going to be saved. So I chose an array list at that time. I didn't finish it because I couldn't think of how the program would know how the user tapped on the screen how many times and in what sequence. And same thing for the
This may be for like an agree or strongly agree, but for disagree, I don't think you need to get all this down. I mean, it's
I don't
supposed to
know.
be pretty simple. This looks like it's pretty complicated, going down to the exact variable type, um, containers, all that kind of stuff. I thought disagree was supposed to be somewhat generic as long as you have the basics down.
I don't know. I'll have to ask Brother Larson.
Yeah, I'd ask him because, I mean, this looks more like an agree or strongly agree fluency.
I don't care about the strongly agree, or maybe even agree. I just care about the other ones.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Mine looks like way simple compared to yours.
Yeah, you could do the same thing, but it's like I only would have 2 because mine has 2 and short and everything.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what. I mean, that's a lot of depth you've got there.
Yeah. I don't think I can even finish that either.
Yeah, for an app that you're not
It
going to
just wasn't.
write, he sure does want to buy a detail.
Yeah. So I was thinking of creating a different one and adding a new use case documents, diagrams, and all the other diagrams to do like maybe like a, I don't know, an app where the user can type the paycheck amount, and then it will calculate the whatever all the, so the user enters all the utility amounts and any bills, and it should calculate all of it and store the results somewhere. So probably that would be easier than doing this.
Yeah, from the hold on. Here you go, bud. Here's some water. Here. Sorry, I have my son with me today at work. Okay, here you go. What do you say? Sorry about that.
No problem.
I would say just go through and I don't know, Brother Larson I emailed him yesterday, but has he gotten back to you on? Have you talked to him about your sequence diagram?
Not yet. I just sent him my portfolio to claim fluency on what I needed still to claim fluency on, and I haven't talked to him about the sequence and state diagrams yet.
Okay. I would say just make your sequence diagram pretty simple. I mean, my app is less complicated than yours. More complicated than yours, I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
More complicated than yours, but I mean, it looks like yours is super complicated compared to what I've gotten down. And maybe I did mine completely wrong, but I mean, the sequence diagram, I think, is just supposed to show how things go, like in the order it goes and what happens, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess, I don't know, I would totally simplify your sequence diagram and just see what he says and see if that'll be sufficient for a disagree.
Yeah, I'll do that. But I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing the other apps, at least one more for now, and do it really simple.
For agree and strongly agree, or just for this?
Just for agree, and maybe use this one that I'm showing for maybe agree. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Well, once we have all of the stuff, once I have everything to disagree, I'll start on some apps too. Maybe we can work together on a couple for group purposes, like for the whole what's it called? Working together, grading stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know a lot of it honestly is like, for instance, the Hibernate stuff we did. That takes care of Java collections almost, because we're using lists in our data structures. We can store objects in a map, we'll say, and then one other thing, we just got to use a set, I believe is what it is, and then boom, there's Hibernate and Java collections, and I don't even know what else we can implement all in one small application. So
yeah. Because for this app, it's just doing 2 of them. It's really not that much.
Yeah, I think if you made 3 apps, you'd have to have 3 topics in each app, I think, because there's like 9 or 10 coding topics, right?
Yeah.
So cool. Well, I guess I can always go through and show all my diagrams if you want, but well, why not? Put it on the video.
Yeah, I'll send him an email today.
Okay. Let me just real quick share my screen. So this is my sequence diagram. Pretty simple. The app's initialized. Nothing really happens or starts until you can create a pet.
Yeah.
And then once the pet's created, you can add a vaccine, a vet, or wait. I haven't nearly detailed mine the way you've detailed yours.
So what do you use to create the diagrams?
I use Argo UML, ARGO UML. So yeah, anyways, there's that one. This is my state diagram. So you launch the app, but it's idle. It can sit there and do nothing, or you can add a pet. Once you add a pet, you have to fill out some pet information, and then from there you can log vaccinations, weight, or vet info, and then it'll bring you back to the idle state where your pet's displayed again.
Yeah.
And then from idle, you just terminate the application.
Yeah, I've seen so many examples for those sequence state diagrams, but I don't know why Brother Bernie was so strict about it and said, "No, you need to have one state diagram for each use case." It's like, why?
So this is my use case diagram. Brother Larson recommended that I do the include extend stuff. So pretty much includes is anything that's required.
Yeah.
Extends is stuff that's optional, I guess, or that branches off of one of the main events. So adding a pet, when you add a pet, you have to fill out pet information. But adding vaccinations, weight, and information is optional.
Yeah.
So there's that.
So I was drawing my use case for the other app that I was talking about for the calculating your expenses and all that, but I'm not sure if you have to where to connect. I mean, the other use case that will be like, this is the savings, or this is the results stored, or like this is my what I was doing, something like this. But I want something more, maybe just one more use case where the user will see the results or store the results, whatever.
So you want one more use case for this?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I have to like point my use case to every single one of this, or pointing to this one, the main one.
Well, I think that's what you do in like system level tests, maybe.
Yeah.
I did that for system level tests. I have one for each, like adding a vaccination, adding a vet, adding weight. You could do it for a use case, but it's not going to change anything. You're going to have 5 graphs of the exact same thing, more or less.
Yeah. Because that's like, I could do probably all of them together, but no. It's almost the same thing. It's just going to do one formula, and it's really simple.
Okay. Let's see. Friday. I guess the rest of this week we'll just try to claim fluency. Did you want to meet up on a Friday or not?
So I'll try to be at his office hours tomorrow and ask him. And so maybe we can talk what he told us about this.
Okay. I'll try to make his office hours tomorrow night too.
Yeah, and if we don't really need to meet on Friday, we won't, but it probably will depend on tomorrow.
Okay. All right, and then either way, wait, tomorrow's
Thursday.
Oh, man. Tomorrow's Thursday. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So I was thinking if once we have all disagree that we can meet maybe twice a week after that.
Yeah.
For mostly just getting feedback on our progress for our applications and things like that we're making. I don't think we'll need to meet as often because we've all we've all at least passed the class at that point.
I think so, yeah.
With a strongly disagree, with a disagree, you get a C in the class across the board.
For everything.
For everything, yes. If you have a strongly or disagree on everything, you get a C.
Okay.
Not that I mean I want to obviously do better than that, but I'm just saying at that point we've all achieved a level where we can take it to where we want to go next. Like I mean, let's say you're cool with a C, but Vicky's like, no, I want to get an A. She had, at that point we can branch off and work according to our ambition, if you will.
Yeah.
Hey, Sawyer.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll meet up Friday then to see what Brother Larson's and you and hopefully me talked about.
Yeah.
And Vicky, you said that she won't be available at all this week, right?
She said she would try, but she wasn't sure if she would have the internet connection.
Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good. Anything else you want to bring up or questions or anything?
No.
All right. Short and sweet. I like it. All right, Brian. I will see you probably tomorrow night.
Yeah, see you tomorrow
All right.
night.
See ya.